Well, folks, once again, we're here today to tell you about the changes that the turkeys are in from one transition period to the next. We're in transition period 4. We've already gone through 3 of them in the past 3 or 4 weeks. This week, we're going to talk about when these turkeys get lonesome, they get call shy, they got all the things that's going on with them, and it gets tough to call up. Harold, tell us exactly what these turkeys are doing in transition period number 4.
Well, Dave, you got to keep in mind, these turkeys been, a lot of them had some pressure put on them, so that you got to add that into the equation. The hens, if you notice in transition 4, you don't hear any hen calling hardly at all.
Oh, that's right.
It's down to a very minimum. I mean, very little calling. So that means you're going to do very little calling. This is time that you can set up your blinds for afternoon hunting in field. You got to remember that old hen sitting on that nest now. She's nesting. She's going to sit on it 28 days. And she's going to come out and feed just a little bit, like just a few minutes a day. And if that old gobbler can get lucky and get out there where she's feeding in one of these little fields or little clear cuts or something, and intercept her, he can, you know, that's the thing you got to do. Set a decoy up there in the blind and make him think that another gobbler has found a hen out there, and he'll come to that setup.
Well, one of the things that I've noticed in this transition period is the turkey will gobble till you call and he'll go the other way, just invariably. Now, tell me how I'm going to call that turkey up. I call to him, he answers, responds quickly, and that turkey, instead of coming to me, he goes the other way.
That's exactly what to do a lot of times. I've had them do that a number of times, David. And what's happened there, he's going, I think, he's got a certain place he last heard that hen, or saw that hen.
Where she left it.
That's right, and he's going to go back to it and strut there, hoping that she'll come back in that area and feed, and he can intercept her right there.
All right, you're going to try to find the strut zone. Are you going to do any calling to him?
Well, very, very little calling, because the hens are not calling much that time of year.
If he don't answer?
One thing I've noticed they like to get on a strut zone. It might be in a field, it might be on a big open ridge, but they like to get where hens can see them and they can see the hens.
All right, folks, there you have transition period 4. It's getting tougher and tougher. Next week, we're going to discuss transition period 5.